Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Matthew Jacobs back here again with the Professional Storm Responders. Just wanted to come back on and kind of go over a little bit of change of events that have occurred since the last time we went live today. Did want to bring to your attention where they were calling for less than a half an inch of snow for the Ohio, Indiana area for tomorrow. They're now calling for 2 to 3 inches extending from a line of Richmond, Indiana, all the way through the Dayton area, Wilmington. The further north you go and the further south you go in that area, you can expect 1 to 2 inches now. Where, like I said earlier, they were only calling for a half an inch at most for anywhere in the state of Ohio. You can now expect between 1 to 3 inches of snow around the state of Ohio. The starting time will be around 10 a.m. through midnight, with the most accumulating snow occurring between 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. tomorrow. Once again, 1 to 3 inches of snow are forecast for the majority of Ohio. I would say that band of snow around Richmond, Indiana, Brookville, Indiana, going up through Eaton, Ohio, Dayton, Ohio, and Wilmington, Ohio, where the National Weather Service office is located. That is probably going to be the heaviest band of snow for tomorrow. Go over here and look at the Northern Indiana page, and they're calling for places Howard County, Grant County, Jay County, kind of north of Huntington, Peru, north of there. That's where the greatest chance for 1 to 2 inches of snow. And that leaks over there into that Mercer County, Ohio area, Darke County, and that's kind of going down into where the greatest snowfall amounts will occur. But that is going to be 1 to 2 inches possible, and they're saying mostly it will be south of US 30. So for those of you who are familiar with Van Wert or the general area of 30 runs from Fort Wayne, Indiana to Lima, Ohio, and then points east and west. Anything south of that. So Van Wert, you're going to be kind of right on that line, but right now it looks like a very small chance for Van Wert, Lima, or Fort Wayne to get much in the way of snow 1 inch or greater. So points south of that is where the greatest chance in the northern Indiana coverage area will see the most snow for tomorrow. Winds will die down and are currently dying down tonight. So drifting snow will not be an issue. Temperatures will continue to plummet. We're going to see highs range from between 30 and 34. And then Saturday between 26 and 30 degrees. And it's going to be breezy again. Not quite as bad as today. But I also wanted to quickly touch on what's going on across the country right now. Pull up a mosaic radar here so we can kind of see what's going on everywhere across the United States right now. And if you came here from TikTok, I know Rachel said there is a current blizzard warning. She brought that to everybody's attention. In Alaska currently, blizzard warning where they can see 4 to 7 inches, but the blowing and gusty winds will cause travel to be almost impossible at times. And that's in place until 9 a.m. Friday morning. And then higher elevation areas here in Oregon and California, up into Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, and then over into Nebraska and Iowa. Even over here into St. Louis and Kansas City, you see all these different colors. The pink is going to be your winter storm warnings. You're going to see anywhere from 4 to 8 inches of snow. Over here in this area, In Montana. I'll click over here in Cheyenne. Let me get, there we go. You can see 10 to 20 inches of snow, but that's going to be in the higher elevation areas. You can see where it says the Sierra Madre range and snowy range, and that's going to be till 11 p.m. tomorrow night. So that is going to only impact higher elevation areas, and the same thing for over here. I was looking at this before we came on. 3 to 8 inches of snow on the east slopes of the Oregon Cascades. It's going to be till 4 p.m. tomorrow. Then we'll go, elevations above 500 or 5,000 feet in south central Oregon Cascades. You can see 5 to 11 inches there, as well as the gusty winds as high as 40 miles per hour. Come back down here into, excuse me, needed to grab a drink here real quick. Come down into California, and 2 to 3 feet of snow are possible in elevations above 6,000 feet, and wind gusts can be as high as 55 miles an hour. And also total snow accumulation of 4 to 8 inches and up to 1 foot at the mountain peaks. So you see 1 to 2 to 3 feet. That's going to be in the highest of elevated areas. Not a lot down in the actual ground level where it will affect a large number of people. As you can see, we have some winter weather advisories up here in Michigan. It's going to be for Atrium, Kalkaska, and Charlevoix County. That's starting at 7 o'clock this evening. It goes through noon Friday. The hazardous conditions will be 3 to 5 inches of snow, with locally higher amounts of 8 inches possible across northern Michigan, and that's up into the Panhandle as well. Come back here to Nebraska. You can see anywhere from 2 to 4 inches. Iowa, about the same, 2 to 4 inches. But then we get over here to, excuse me, 1 second here. Need to go blow my nose. Get over here into Pennsylvania. You can see this wind has pretty much moved out of Ohio. We talked about it earlier on our live stream. And you can see the wind is now settled over here on the East Coast. Delaware, New Jersey, Philadelphia areas are going to be impacted by some snow, 2 to 4 inches. That's going to be from 10 p.m. tonight, so in 12 minutes, to 12 a.m. Saturday morning. It's going to be a couple of days here. When we get up into New York, into the Utica, Syracuse, Glen Falls area, it's going to be 5 to 10 inches of snow and gusty winds of 45 miles an hour. So definitely going to need to, if you have to be out, take your time. Give yourself extra time to get to where you need to be. And that is kind of where we're at with what's going on across the country. Everywhere else is pretty quiet. Some run-of-the-mill rain down here in Texas. And that's about it. But once again, if you live south of US 30, we'll zoom in. I'll show you exactly where it's at here. US 30 would be this road right here. I'll just draw it here. It's the highway that kind of replaced Lincoln Highway. You know, a lot of, skip a lot of the towns. Let's try this one more time here. Let's see here. It's kind of that whole you know, that general, everything, say, south of US 30. So this way, you're going to see the larger amounts of snow, 1+ inch of snow. Everything north of US 30 is going to be a trace to 1 inch. That's probably very hard to read. I apologize, but a trace to 1 inch of snow for that area. And that is the latest update on the weather forecast for our general viewing area. If things do change, we'll be here as quickly as possible, giving you updates on anything that may develop over the next 12 to 24 hours. The good news is, once again, across the country, it does not look like there is any severe weather forecast for the rest of tonight, Friday, or Saturday. So that is the good thing here. As you can hear Rachel working in the background as well, doing everything we can to keep everybody informed. And like I said, if things change again and we need to come on and do another update, we'll get to it just as soon as we can. But quickly, before we leave, if you're new here, please click that subscribe button and click the bell for notifications. And you clicking that bell and subscribing, also leaving comments and likes, helps us know that we're doing a good job here at the Professional Storm Responders. Also, check us out on X, TikTok, and Facebook. On Facebook, you can look us up by our team name, Professional Storm Responders. You can also find us on X and TikTok, PS Responders. We are also looking for volunteers. The big area we need help with right now is media. If you're good with social media, if you're good with YouTube, if you're good with video editing, right now, myself, I'm the only one currently doing any of those things. So if you'd like to moderate live streams and or comments for us, we're looking for people to do that as well. Also, we're looking for people to, get multimedia coverage during severe weather days. If you are Skywarn trained and you want to be a part of a weather team, we will gladly accept you here at the Professional Storm Responders. Now, those are the big things that we're looking for right now. Obviously, chasers and spotters, if you're out there, we need people to have eyes on the ground for us.
In any state.
Yeah, in any state. We've said that, yes, we cover West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Kentucky, but there are going to be days where we don't have weather, and we need to make people aware of other things going on across the country. So if you guys are interested in joining the team, you can send us an email at psresponders@gmail.com. You can also send us a message on Facebook. Rachel, who is our Director of Media Relations, should get back to you quickly. Also, you can send us a message here or leave a comment here on YouTube, and we'll get in contact with you and get personal, or not personal information, but we'll get your information and get you on the team. With that being said, my name's Matthew Jacobs with the Professional Storm Responders. Have a great night. Stay weather aware. We'll see you soon.